you. I
Oh,
saw
weird.
three,
Okay.
two, one, go. But
I did too. That was super strange. Okay. Anyway, but you can see part of the pavilion behind me and the community gardens, and it's just we're down at Eagle Ranch, and what's really cute is I'm seeing a lot of families biking to schools. You might see
oh
them
yeah,
here behind us in just a minute. So I love that that's like the preferred method of transportation around here, and just a beautiful start to our morning. You know, just slightly hazy, but I tell you what, keeping the jean jacket on soon. Oh, did you see him go by?
oh yeah, yeah.
Seems to be the perfect layer for this morning. So just kind of that light layer, but cool and crisp. And I was actually just chatting with the town mayor. You'll get to see that interview tomorrow on the show. But there's a lot going on down here in
Yeah.
Eagle. Just besides the events, just things that are happening within the community. So it's kind of exciting to get it from the source, from the
So
mayor.
can you see the gardens? Like, are we almost
So
towards harvest time? Are they
I
behind you?
I haven't really like creeped on them super hard just yet, but I do know in my own personal garden, Trisha, you should be really proud of me. We have 3 cucumbers right now
Oh,
and
no
3 strawberries.
way.
I know, I know.
Wait, you
I
have strawberries?
Yeah, 3, just 3.
Oh,
But I'm really proud of myself for keeping green things alive because
yeah,
that's just not like dogs, sure, but like plants. This is like the first time for me, so I'm really excited about it.
I know. Oh, that's good. And you know what? Yeah, it's really hard to grow things here. We just have a different climate, our soil, the it's not very humid. So, okay, good for you that you've got your cucumbers and strawberries. Uh,
Yes, I'll creep on the experts back here and report back to you on what
okay.
on what I see. If I get if the cops come because I'm creeping through the gardens, you're responsible. Okay.
Okay, okay, perfect. But I love how they have the community gardens because a lot of times maybe you don't have a lot of land. Container gardening is popular, but this allows you to grow more and then share. Sometimes community gardens will do like a farm to table dinner at the end of the season. And actually, the farmers markets were able to
Uh,
get Palisade peaches, Olathe sweet corn, all that's going on right now for harvest wise with I-70 being open, at least one lane each direction. Takes them a little while longer, but that's what the farmers want to do. They want to get their product to the people.
right. Oh, and those Palisade peaches. If you've never tried those before, I was never like a super big peach fan, and then I had one of those, and I was immediately converted. They're
Yeah.
so good and so juicy and just oh my gosh, they're amazing.
Well, and you know what? You can do so much with peaches as far as cooking is concerned. You can put them on the grill and actually get them a little charred up. You can do a little, pork and almond encrusted pork with peaches. I've got a couple recipes that I've learned about through like Allie Stevens. Of course, I don't make this stuff up. I was looking through my recipe. I have this recipe like folder that I just like shove things in and think, oh, I'll do that someday. You should have seen the dates. It dates back to like 2009, like 2016. Like, am I ever going to do these? But, maybe we'll put out some of those peach recipes this week because it is pretty cool. All the things that you can do with peaches and of course with corn too.
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh wait. There's a school bus. It's
Oh,
happening. First day of school down here in Eagle. Trisha, the only thing I've ever made with peaches was actually when I was working at the Bookworm Cafe, and I was making some crepes, and they have this James and the Giant Peach crepe.
yes.
So basically, it's like peaches, some mascarpone. There's also like I think there's like local honey on there too. Anyway, it's absolutely insanely delicious, and my
Okay.
goodness, like the only thing I've ever made with peaches beyond just like eating them raw,
Okay. I think
So
you and I we need to split one of those pallets and we can kind
yeah,
of try our hand at cooking a few things.
I'm gonna
Okay.
that, and
Oh,
then worst case, I'll have a backup bag of popcorn for
okay.
us.
Yeah, totally. When all else fails, just have popcorn for dinner.
Yeah.
Okay, Ashley, we're going to take it to a break. We'll be chiming in with Ashley throughout the show, find out what's going on with the schools starting. We'll have headlines for you next, so stay tuned.
Have you ever felt rug love? Shop at Rugs Benedict and find the rug you love for any room in your home. Our selection of imported, handmade rugs is unmatched, with over 1,000 beautiful area rugs in stock. You can find rugs to fit any room at any budget. Rugs Benedict in Avon has been serving the Vail Valley since 1972. Finding beautiful new area rugs has never been this easy and affordable. Because at Rugs Benedict, we know rugs.
All right, pretty fun to find out what's going on today. National Rum Day, we've got National Roller Coaster Day, and National Tell a Joke Day. Hey, put a joke into chat if you want to tell a little joke today. Keep it clean, though. This is a family show. But want to get to the headlines. First, want to thank Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea for fueling our adventures today. You can find them two locations. One on your way to Minturn. The Roastery Cafe is just located right off to the left-hand side as you're traveling south on Highway 24 into Minturn. Or their other location, newest location, just opened last winter, is up at Beaver Creek, right near the escalators, by the ticket office, Coyote Cafe. You can't miss it. But headlines for today, for Monday, the 16th of August. Looking cool in camo. You can see some cool shots. This also refers to page A2. Meet the police. The Vail Police Department's open house allows community to check out equipment and get to know the officers. More on that on page A2. Also in today's headlines, airport's busiest summer. Commercial, private, and military flights all up from previous highs, propelling optimism for a busy winter travel season. More on that on page A3. Also in today's news, it's the Vail Valley real estate market headed for another record year. It's been pretty amazing up here. Everybody's been wanting to move to the Vail Valley during the pandemic and beyond. First half sales volume is just less than 1.8 billion. Learn about this on page A4. And also in today's paper, we want to say happy birthday to Vail Symposium. They're celebrating 50 years of intellectual engagement. Vail Symposium started as an annual think tank in 1971 and has grown to provide weekly educational programs on a wide variety of topics. Kind of fun to see some of the pictures from the past and just congratulate them on 50 years, really, of intellectual engagement. You can read more about this on page B1 of the arts and entertainment section of today's paper. And then don't forget, we've started voting for the best of the Vail Valley. So this is our annual contest. It's by the readers, for the readers. The readers have nominated the businesses. We've organized those nominations. Now voting begins. So check out vaildaily.com and you can click right to the Best of the Vail Valley 2021 and you can vote for the best. And then we will be revealing the winners this fall. And we'll bring out a little magazine that lets you take the best with you. So it's kind of fun to find out, who's got the best ski shop, who has the best home store, where can you find the best Italian, best brewery, best art gallery. You're going to find it in here. So make sure your vote is heard. Voting starts today. All right, you can pick up your free copy of the Vail Daily in newspaper dispensers from Eastville all the way down Valley, or just simply go online, vaildaily.com. You can also sign up for the e-alerts. It's nice to get breaking news alerts when it happens, like the mask mandate that was going back to the schools, or if Glenwood Canyon closes down the Glenwood Canyon I-70 stretch again. So it's just good to stay in touch. If you miss a day, you miss a lot. But let's give you a look at the weather. We're seeing cool temperatures right now. Nice, cool, and comfortable. As I woke up and I saw the sunrise this morning, I could see a little bit of that haze in the sky. So we'll see a chance of that smoke, areas of smoke, as the afternoon builds especially. 20% chance of showers after about noon. And other than that, enjoy the sunshine. And we'll see light winds, east southwest winds, about 5 to 10 miles per hour, becoming west later this afternoon. That's probably when we'll see that a little bit more smoke, when we get that wind coming in from the west. But the next couple of days, we'll see temperatures pretty similar, upper 70s, low 80s, just depending on where you're at. And then our chance of rain increases quite a bit by Wednesday and Thursday, up to about 76% on Wednesdays, 77% by Thursday. But as you know, it's hard to predict weather very far out up here in the Vail Valley because it changes so often. Did you get caught in the rain yesterday? I did on my bike ride, but it was good. It was actually kind of cool. Felt a little better. All right, Rachel, what are we doing now? Rachel's behind the controls here, so we are going to have her help me navigate the show. Ashley is standing by. She's down in Eagle. They're starting school. Ashley, are you seeing the school buses go by?
Yep, seeing the school buses go by, seeing a lot of people out on the bike path. I'm right here at the Brush Creek Pavilion, and you can see behind me we've got, just the beautiful buildings where you can have your own events, weddings, and then of course the playground is also right here. So beautiful space. Typically on any night you see like soccer practice going on out here, or just families, strolling down with the dogs and the kids. And this is also where they have like the Boy Scout pumpkin patch that'll be coming up, and some really, really cool events take place right here. But just a gorgeous kind of mellow start to the morning. But being that it's mellow, you are still seeing quite a bit of traffic in Eagle Ranch as the kids are making their way to school for the first time. But Tricia, it's so funny. Okay, can I just tell you a story really fast? So yesterday I was like, you know what, I'm gonna be in Eagle, so I want to learn a little bit more about the town because I'm pretty well versed in like Vail and Beaver Creek, but I haven't really done a whole lot of research in Eagle. So I went to the library and I met this awesome guy named Matthew, who is the curator of the history collection. And so he hooked me up with like there's some tours. There's like a walking tour that you can take yourself on, and then also a couple books, which you recognize these books, right? Like
yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, it turns out. So then I looked at the rundown for today's show, and I was like, Kathy Hiker, she's the author of these books.
She wrote the book on it.
Yeah, and then Matthew is the guy that will also be part of the interview to tell us about this award. But I'm so I was telling my husband last night, I'm like nerding out like such a huge way. I'm like, are you kidding me? I get to meet the author of these books I've been such a huge fan of for so long. I mean, like, if you want to learn anything about this area, these are the books you pick up. And I'm so excited to meet them here shortly. So anyway, but it's hilarious that I had no idea that this was happening. And I was like, I just want to learn more. Anyway, I'm really excited.
Well, and you know what? I interviewed Kathy Hiker once at the cemetery. And it was right around Halloween, and we were trying to do some Halloween themed things. And it wasn't spooky. It was definitely daylight. But it was interesting, her telling us the different stories and some of the tombstones that are so old. I mean, some like it's almost like the grass is growing over them. But yeah, Kathy, I know that they recently won that award. You'll be talking to them about that. But yeah, she is a wealth of information.
I wanted to start over in the cemetery today because that was one of the first things that I read. This one right here is talking about the oldest tombstone that's in Eagle's Sunset View Cemetery, but it's from Lizzie Hernage. There's a Hernage Gulch, just a drainage, but it was named after her because she ended up drowning there. It was there was a bridge that was over that area and it collapsed during spring runoff, and she was only 24, but anyway, so it was named after her. But it's amazing, like going through these little pamphlets and learning about like the first families, and then you start to understand like, oh, that's why that road is named this, that's why this part of town is so cool. So cool.
Okay, I know. Okay, well, I look forward to the history lesson that you're going to be learning and all the different stories and the award they just received. So Ashley, we'll be checking in with you.
Okay, yeah, I got to go meet those guys, so I'm gonna hop in the car and head down there.
All right, hop in the car. All right. Okay, well, we have a bonus concert we want to tell you about. The Band by the River series is normally on Thursdays, but we got news that they were going to have a bonus concert tonight, and this is at the Riverwalk, the little amphitheater behind the awesome Riverwalk shops and the restaurants. It's right next to the river, and on the phone right now, we have the lead. We have Pete Muller, and he is Pete Muller and the Kindred Souls and they'll be playing this evening. Pete, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Oh, thanks so much for waking up early and coming on the show this morning. We're glad you're on. Now, I understand that you're good friends with James Kenley, who's been our Vail Valley neighbor for many, many years. He's with Walking Mountains right now. But you guys, did he talk you into coming to play tonight? How did this come about?
Well, we just played Telluride. We played the jazz festival on the main
Oh,
stage, and we were looking for other things in Colorado. We've been in Boulder and Denver this year, and Pagosa Springs, and it just turned out to work timing wise. So we're thrilled to do it.
okay, awesome. And let's talk a little bit about your history. I was reading your bio. Music, mathematics, music. It's gone hand in hand for many, many decades. Tell us a little about your life. I understand you studied mathematics at Princeton, but music has always drawn you back into.
That's true. I guess I've always followed things that I've been passionate about. So some of that involves numbers, some of that involves words, a lot of it involves playing and writing music and connecting to people. So um, the last few years, I put together this group. We call ourselves the Kindred Souls. There are four of us, two men, two women. We each play an instrument. We each sing. So it's four-part harmony. If you like Fleetwood Mac or the Eagles or Crosby, Stills and Nash, it sounds like that. And we do a lot of originals. I do most of the writing, and we also put our spin on a lot of songs you might know, cover songs.
Okay. Well, and I also understand that the Kindred Souls album came about possibly due to some crossword puzzles. Now, tell me about this. I understand that you put together some crossword puzzles for some pretty famous publications.
That's right. I've done a lot of crosswords for the New York Times, for the Washington Post, and I have my own monthly music meta puzzle that I've been running for about 10 years now. The Washington Post picked it up a couple years ago. And the answer every month is either a song or a band. And maybe, I guess 3 or 4 years ago, I said to the Kindred Souls, every month, whatever the answer is, let's learn the song, however hard it is or easy it is. And so if it's an easy, if the answer is the Beatles, it's an easy one. We have a lot of choices. If the answer, like it was a few months ago, was Riot Girl, the post-feminist punk movement, we had to learn a song by Bikini Kill. And we just put our own spin on it, and it's really fun. It challenges to learn something quickly. So we learn it in a couple hours and then film a video and put it out there.
Oh my gosh. And where are you guys all based? Where are you and the Kindred Souls? Are you all in the same town, or is this in such a remote world you can collaborate over a distance?
Gosh, I wish we were all spread out. I'm in Santa Barbara, Missy's in Mammoth. John Julio lives in Hotchkiss, Colorado. And Martha, who usually plays with us, lives in New York, although she had a family emergency. So we have Aubrey Richmond from LA. So we are all over the place. But when we tour, we get together, we practice for a few days, and then we hit the road. And that seems to
Okay.
work.
Okay. Now, so you were playing in Telluride. Did you get to drive through Glenwood yet, or where are you calling from this morning?
Not yet. Calling you from Telluride this morning. So we'll be
Okay.
there later today.
Okay, all right. Hey, can you bring some Palisade peaches or any produce from a Hotchkiss? Maybe some corn. You could have a farmer's market and a concert because we've been a little starved for our produce on the western slope with this closure.
It's kind of crazy, isn't it?
Hey, okay, I got to ask you during the pandemic. How did you guys fare during that? What did you do to just keep things going and keep that musical spark alive?
For me, it was a time of a lot of writing. I have a songwriter circle that I do on a weekly basis when I want to write a bunch. So I had a few sessions where we would go 5 weeks or 7 weeks where you had to write a song. And it turns out instead of getting together in person, you can do it on Zoom and it works really well. So I have a new original album that's ready to be released of 15 songs. And the Kindred Souls actually did a 7-song cover album that came out in January. And we'll be doing another one later in the year. So we
Okay.
actually just took the opportunity to write and do some live streaming.
All right. Well, what can we expect tonight? What are we gonna hear?
I think you'll hear a bunch of songs that you know, a whole bunch of songs that you don't know. As I said before, if you like Fleetwood Mac, if you like the Eagles, if you like 4-part harmony, we have a lot of fun on stage. and we've never not shown people a good time. So hopefully come on out and hear us and come say hello.
Okay, well, we are so excited, Pete, to have this. Pete Muller and the Kindred Souls. They'll be playing at Band by the River. It goes from 6 until 8. It's absolutely free. We're going to hear great talent this evening. So take advantage of this Monday night edition. Normally it's on Thursdays. Gates will open at 5 and food and drink is available. Pete, if we want to follow you guys, what's the best source?
If you're on Instagram, Pete Muller Music. If you go on the web, PeteMuller.com. That's PeteMuller.com, and you can get links to the music and everything. And you can find us on Spotify or wherever you find your music.
Okay, yeah. Take a look at that bio. Pete has a pretty interesting history: finances, mathematics, crossword puzzles. I don't know what can't you do, Pete? I don't know. Can you dance? Obviously, you can sing. So
I wish I could teleport to you guys right now.
I know. Okay, hey, safe travels going through Lemon Canyon today, and we'll see you later.
Thanks. We'll see you soon.
Okay, thanks. Pete Muller and the Kindred Souls once again playing the bonus concert tonight at Band by the River at the Riverwalk Amphitheater. It's absolutely free from 6 to 8, doors open at 5. We're going to take a break. We've got more Vail Daily Live coming your way. Weather, Ashley will have an information from the Eagle County Historical Society and much more.
At Beaver Creek, the extraordinary awaits everywhere you look, in every shared adventure, every breathtaking view, every discovery. It's where attention to every last detail transforms moments into lasting memories, so your mountain getaway dreams can all come true. Come experience the extraordinary at Beaver Creek.
Berkshire Hathaway Home Services for real estate. Where do we begin? For checklists and for wish lists. For tour after tour after tour. For is this the one? Or let's just see one more. For closing. Finally closing. Your forever agent will be there for all of it. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. For you, for life.
We're here with Dr. Mangat with the Mangat Surgery Institute and Skincare. And we're going to talk about a great topic all year round. It's sunscreen and skincare. And this guy has the answers, because I think there's a lot of people that they don't know when to apply it. They don't know what to look for ingredient-wise. They don't know what SPF to choose. What do you tell your patients?
Well, that sunscreen is really something that you use every day, particularly in this valley at this altitude where the sun is stronger and people are outdoors more. It's absolutely essential that you put sunscreen on. So most sunscreens today have titanium dioxide or zinc oxide, which are the two important ingredients. The old sunscreens that had parabens and methylparabens no longer being used.
Okay.
And these are two that we use for our patients, Alta and Elastin. And they come tinted or non-tinted.
Okay.
But the key is that you use a minimum of 30 SPF. It can be anywhere up to 50. Anything beyond that is really not necessary.
Okay.
But the sunscreen has to be put on at least 90 minutes before you go out in the sun.
Yeah, I think that's a key factor. A lot of people are just putting it on before the kids go in the pool.
Exactly, and it's ineffective. It takes 90 minutes for the sunscreen to create that protective barrier. And then if you're going to be out there for more than 4 hours, you reapply it. And when you put on sunscreen, it should be put on abundantly, generously, and because that's what makes it more effective. And so the routine should be in the morning when you get up after you wash your face, put on the sunscreen.
Yeah.
But when you see people putting the sunscreen on as they're sitting on the beach or on the golf course, it's too late.
Yeah.
And so sunscreen allows you to participate in all the outdoor activities that people like to hear, but in a safe way.
Yeah.
There's no question that ultraviolet A and B rays damage the skin, damaging both the collagen and creating precancerous spots that eventually become skin cancers.
Yeah.
And the one that we worry the most about is the melanoma.
Yes.
And so if you use sunscreen religiously in the manner that I just described, you're going to be able to enjoy the outdoors for the rest of your life and not have to worry about premature aging or skin cancers.
Okay, and what do you recommend? Do you recommend a different type of a sunscreen for your face versus your body? You know, a lot of times people might have a more sensitive skin on their face.
I think from a marketing standpoint, people will market facial sunscreens and then body sunscreens, but it's the active ingredients that are the most important. You can use the same sunscreen all over. Now, occasionally you'll find someone who is allergic to some sunscreens, they break out. Well, it's just a matter of trying different ones until you get one that doesn't break you out.
Okay. So any age, get out there. I know a lot of people think, oh, I'm just going to get a little tan. There's no such thing as a healthy tan anymore.
Well, yeah, and you want to use the sunscreen on all of the sun-exposed areas of the body. That's face, neck, don't forget the arms.
Yep.
And if you're going in shorts in the summertime, your legs.
Yeah, and even your feet. I'll sometimes
Yes.
get a little sunburn with my sandal line, or I figure the ears if I'm
Yes.
wearing a ball cap or something.
Well, when we see skin cancers, you see them most often on the nose, the lips, the ears, the areas that are most exposed to the sun.
Okay.
So,
Okay, well, thanks for the great advice.
You're welcome.
Look for the proper ingredients. Make sure you apply it 90 minutes before you're going to go outside. And if we want to learn more, what's your website?
it's mangatplasticsurgery.com, and you can get all the information there.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're going to need that sunscreen today, and as Dr. Mangat says, put it on well before you go outside. Do your face routine, men if you're shaving, and then put the sunscreen on before you head out for that hike or that bike ride, because we're going to have some sunshine today. It's going to be a great day to be outside, especially this morning when things are a little bit cooler. So temperatures right now, we're in the 50s pretty much throughout Vail down to Eagle. And as we look at the day, we're going to reach into the mid to upper 70s for Vail, and a bit warmer down Valley. We'll be in the mid 80s down Valley for that first day of school today for the Eagle County Public Schools. We'll see about a 20% chance of showers this afternoon that could creep in, and that could also be isolated in nature. So maybe you're down in Edwards and you don't get any rain. Maybe you're in Vail and you do see some rain. It's interesting to just watch the patterns go through the area. So about a 20% chance those isolated thunderstorms. And then this evening we'll see pretty much clear skies. We'll drop down into the 40s and 50s for an overnight low. And then the next couple of days look like this. We'll see highs in the mid 70s again for Vail, warmer as you travel down in elevation throughout Avon, Edwards, Eagle, Gypsum. And then Tuesday, same type of thing, a few more clouds. And then Wednesday and Thursday, right now we're seeing a higher probability of moisture, 79% for Wednesday, 75% for Thursday. So we'll probably see clear skies in the morning and then those afternoon showers. And then by Friday, according to the forecast right now, we could see great clear skies for the weekend. This weather report is brought to you by Betteridge Fine Jewelry and Watches since 1897. They're located in Solaris. They have some amazing jewels, some jewels that can only be found at Betteridge in Vail. So stop by. They're open Tuesdays through Saturdays. Ashley is standing by. She has been down in Eagle. She even went to the library to learn a little bit more about the history, not realizing that she's going to be talking to those people about history of Eagle right now. Ashley, hello, everybody.
Sure. Can I just tell you, I'm geeking out so hard right now. I'm so excited. If you were to be like, oh, actually, you're going to interview a rock star on the show tomorrow. These are my rock stars right here. So
Yes.
Kathy and Matthew, we are inside the Eagle Public Library, which has just recently been renovated. It's absolutely gorgeous. But these two have just some fascinating stories to tell us about. First of all, there's this huge award that you won. I'm going to have Kathy tell you a little bit more about it. So how did this happen? And tell us a little bit of background about the awards themselves.
The Eagle County Historical Society and the Eagle Valley Library District recently jointly won the Josephine Miles Award from History Colorado, which is the state historical society. It recognizes unusual preservation projects that help tell Colorado's history. But this really started about 3 years ago when the Historical Society got a phone call from a woman in Arizona who said she was the great granddaughter of Alfred Bora, a settler who came to Brush Creek south of Eagle in 1882. She said, I'm cleaning grandma's house and I have boxes and boxes of journals. Would you be interested? And we said, absolutely. And brought them here. And then through a long process that took several years, got them to the point where these journals, which are handwritten, tiny and handwritten, are transcribed and online, it's accessible online for history buffs everywhere.
I mean, this is amazing, and it's such tedious, very detailed work, and obviously a lot of time went into making this possible. And when I came in yesterday, just to learn a little bit more about the place that I live, I was like, okay, where's the history section? They directed me upstairs, and they're like, and you're in luck because Matthew's up there, and he's kind of our history curator. And I was like, okay, this is amazing. So come on over and meet Matthew. All right, now Matthew, I'm gonna scoot past you, Kathy. All right, Matthew, tell us. All right, come over here. So you were a big part in actually helping to get these digitized, and will you show us what these journals look like? This is amazing.
Of course, yeah. So yeah, we were applied for a grant offered through the Colorado Historic Records Advisory Board with funding from the NHPRC, and so we were able to purchase a book scanner and scan these journals here. And I have a couple examples. These are some of the earliest journals that we have in the collection written by Alfred Bora. So this one begins in 1882. I believe goes up through 1886 or 87. You can just see the very small handwriting there, and obviously in cursive. And so that was one of our main goals too, when we worked on transcribing, was to make sure that the public would be able to read these.
That's amazing. So he went day by day.
Day by day, yep.
Wow. So there's something in there for each day. And then, so Kathy, you were telling me some of the things that he detailed were pretty interesting, especially given the time frame.
The Boras, Alfred and his brother Jacob, traveled all over the western slope. They were market hunters for mining camps. They were also guides and outfitters. But he wrote down every day, some of it's mundane. What is the price of flour? How much did he spend for his saddle? Some of it's just fascinating. They're trading hides with Colorado, the Ute chief, who was in charge of the Ute Indians who inhabited this area. He describes an accident where he breaks his leg and needs medical care. My favorite story was actually romantic. He's a widower courting a woman who is living on a homestead in Eagle, just near the railroad tracks. They agree to get married. He takes a train to Leadville, buys her a ring, but he has to ride the express train back to Glenwood Springs to meet a hunting client. So the train doesn't stop in Eagle. He arranges for her to stand by the railroad tracks and throws out the box with the ring inside of it. She catches it.
Oh my gosh, what a proposal right there.
Yes.
Okay, so obviously, Tricia, there is such a wealth of information here, and clearly a well-deserved award. Amazing. I could just talk to you guys. I'm going to be here the rest of the show and probably the rest of the day because I have so many questions. But isn't this fascinating?
Oh, I love it. I just love hearing this story. And Kathy, the fact that you and the Historical Society are keeping track of these things, it's just amazing. And it is such a treasure. And, my grandmother used to do that same thing. She'd write down the date. She'd put the daytime high, the overnight low, the cycles for her garden. It really is neat to have that history and the fact that you can preserve it. Thanks so much. And what a great call that you got from that woman in Arizona, too. That was a great find.
Great. And this information is accessible either by the library website or the Eagle County Historical website.
Okay. All right, Ashley. Okay, get lost in the books, Ashley. Okay. Lost in history. We'll check in with you a little bit. Right now, I want to give you a quick look at the weather. This weather is brought to you by the town of Avon, the heart of the valley, which has amazing history as well that the Historical Society keeps track of. Temperature-wise, we're going to see things reach into the mid-70s and 80s today. Pretty comfortable for August for the first first day of school. And then we'll see temperatures pretty similar the next couple of days, and just a slight chance of showers this afternoon. More chances of showers as we reach midweek. And that weather brought to you by Avon. But right now, I want to let you know what's happening up at Beaver Creek. It is Monday, and that means that yoga is happening. It's a free yoga class from Lowly, that great sportswear brand. And this is from 9 to 10 a.m. in the mornings on Mondays. And then dinner and a movie will be happening this evening. So that's between 7 and 9 p.m. This is at the ice rink. Both of these events, yoga and the movie, at the plaza level ice rink. We take out the ice and we lay down some astroturf, if you will, have a lot of lawn games. And tonight's movie is Kung Fu Panda. So if the kids are just easing into school and you want to give them a little bit of fun tonight and they don't have any homework, well, maybe they can head up to Beaver Creek. You can grab something to go to eat from maybe Blue Moose Pizza or Coyote Cafe, any of the restaurants up there. Sit there with your lawn chairs, your blankets, and you'll be good to go. A lot of other events happening this week. Of course, we'll have a Fossil Posse there on Tuesday. We'll have live music on Wednesday, the Move and Groove, dance instruction and music, the silent disco on Saturday. So a lot of reasons to head up to Beaver Creek, not only for the activities, but for a little entertainment as well. We'll be right back with more Vail Daily Live.
Slifer Smith and Frampton, Vail Valley's choice for real estate from the very beginning. For generations, we've grown together. Thank you for making us the #1 real estate company in the Valley. From Denver to the mountains, as we live and connect with each other and our community, Slifer Smith and Frampton is here with experience, support, and opportunity. At home in the Vail Valley. Come visit us at any of our sales locations from Vail to Eagle.
At Beaver Creek, the extraordinary awaits everywhere you look, in every shared adventure, breathtaking view, and discovery. Where attention to every last detail transforms moments into lasting memories. Experience the extraordinary at Beaver Creek.
All right, I love those pictures of the fish. And if you want to go fishing, Fly Fishing Outfitters can get you all set up. They are locally owned and operated since 1992, Orvis endorsed as well, and they're still hosting those Orvis schools. So if you want to take part in really learning all the tricks that Orvis has about catching the fish, landing that big one, join one of the Orvis schools. But on the Eagle River, things are looking pretty good out there. They're looking for red quills, PMDs, and blue-winged olives to catch those fish. On the Colorado River, they're seeing a little bit more flow now. They've released a little bit more water, which is good for the temperatures of the river. But your terrestrial box is probably what you're going to want to bring out there, because they're doing hoppers out there. It's a real terrestrial river this time of year, so bring out the terrestrial box, maybe some pale morning duns, and a few caddis hatching later in the day. Now, they have not been fishing the Roaring Fork River or the Frying Pan just due to the closures for on I-70, but now that it's back open, give them a call. They might be heading back over there, so it's nice to try some different rivers throughout the region as well. So Fly Fishing Outfitters is a full retail shop. If you want to rent equipment, buy equipment, they've got it all for you. They've got the shirts with the SPF, they've got all the buffs to keep you covered, and sunscreen as well. So stop by, either go to flyfishingoutfitters.net or give them a call at 845-9090. But Ashley is standing by in Eagle at the library. I know, you're going to get a library card today, girl. Oh, you already had one.
Matthew updated my card yesterday for me, so I'm pretty excited about that. And also, just excited about the weather for this week. Tricia, I've kind of had my eye on midweek because temperatures in Eagle are really supposed to start to cool down, at least for just a couple of days, which is great news. Like you were saying before, when you don't have air conditioning in your house, it's really, be really nice when those temperatures get into the 70s here. But starting off with some bright sunshine, really nice clear skies this morning. Definitely seeing a lot less smoke in the air first thing this morning, but just really crisp and clear, perfect for that first day of school bike ride that we were seeing earlier in the show. And then we'll see like a little bit of cloud cover, a little chance for moisture later on this afternoon. But really, I'm looking at Thursday. Like yesterday, I've been kind of looking at this for like the last 10 days. I'm like telling my husband, I'm like, all right, next Wednesday. Okay, now it's next Thursday. But we do have some cooler temperatures that are coming our way for the end of the week. And if you need to be prepared for any conditions, right, and you want to not break the bank, you want to head over to the Outlets at Silverthorne, where you find those elevated savings right off exit 205. And, speaking of fashion, Tricia, because I'm here at the library. Are you ready for this? Okay, so in the fashions of the 1800s, look at what Kathy and Matthew just found. So this is from Montgomery Ward, and this was for the same family that had the journals?
Correct. This was sent to Mary Bora, who is the wife of Alfred Bora, who homesteaded on Brush Creek in 1882. We open it up, and there's a sweet little cloth purse with little blue bows, a little pouch sort of thing. I don't know what she would have used it for. She wasn't carrying car keys or anything, but it's neat that this was saved and in the original envelope.
And that's, amazing fashions from Montgomery Ward. Clearly a little bit more updated if you go to the Outlets at Silverthorne. So big thanks to them for that local weather forecast. And also, just to our library system for having all kinds of incredible pieces of history. It's not just books,
Oh, yeah.
Amazing.
Well, and you know what? And to get the red purse, maybe it was for a special occasion.
Right, yeah. What was she up to? What was
Fancy.
that red purse?
Perhaps the dance at the schoolhouse, the Saturday night dance.
Yeah, dance at the schoolhouse, Tricia. So get those dancing shoes on, head on over to the Outlet, see if you can find yourself a little red purse for a discounted price, hey?
Oh my gosh, that's super cute. Okay, thanks, Ashley, for that weather. Hey, we're going to take it to a quick break. When we come back, we're going to give you details on what's going on this week and the rest of the week activity-wise, and also some weather details and your lens of the day.
Berkshire Hathaway Home Services for real estate. Where do we begin? For checklists and for wish lists. For tour after tour after tour. For is this the one? Or let's just see one more. For closing. Finally closing. Your forever agent will be there for all of it. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. For you, for life.
At Beaver Creek, the extraordinary awaits everywhere you look, in every shared adventure, every breathtaking view, and every discovery. It's where attention to every last detail transforms moments into lasting memories, so your mountain getaway dreams can all come true. Come experience the extraordinary at Beaver Creek.
We are back with your Lens of the Day, brought to you by Eyepieces of Vail, the art of vision. And I thought I'd bring out the blackfin from Costa. It used to be Costa del Mar. They've been around for about 4 decades now. It was started by fly fishermen and fishermen for the deep sea fishing, lake fishing, river fishing. And the blackfin is good for the sunny days because it's got ideal for bright conditions. And it's the preferred lens for fishermen out on the open water, like lakes and oceans. And it's a sports specific frame because it's more of a wrap frame. So this is great to just protect your eyes from all sides. And the gray base tint, it's got a blue mirror, and that's the darkest lens that they make. And what's cool about Costa is they have a lifetime warranty, and all styles are available in prescription. So if you want to get the prescription, you can do so at Eyepieces a lot of times during your stay. So if you have time to hop on down, they've got Dr. G there on Tuesdays and Thursdays doing eye exams. And then they can also do a telehealth call that can help put your prescription into place so they can get it all dialed in for whatever frame you're looking at, whether it's a sports frame or whether it's just regular glasses for your everyday activities. But once again, this is the blackfin from Costa del Mar. Check it out at Beaver Creek's, not Beaver Creek, but at the Vail Eyepieces sport location. It's the brand new location in the Sonnenalp, and it's got a lot of sports specific glasses, and they have a lot of trunk shows coming up. So stop by and check out some of those trunk shows that are coming to the area. So let's look at your lens of the day, brought to you by Eyepieces. We also have some details on what do we got going on, Rachel? Oh, okay. So here's what's happening later this week. So the Vail Valley Charitable Fund is celebrating 25 years. So they started in 1996, and it really was just something that can help locals who encounter financial hardship due to a medical crisis. And throughout the 25 years, they have helped so many with small and large amounts of money, and they want to celebrate this. They're going to have a luau brewau, so a luau style brew fest. You'll have a luau, you'll have libations, some live music, and this is going to be at the big stage at Nottingham Park. They call it the Avon Performance Pavilion. And the Brew Fest, they'll have sand sculptures, which I think will be so cool. There'll be a silent auction as well, because of course it's a fundraiser. Kids activities this weekend could be a good way to let the kids go a little crazy after a week of school. And then a sunset water lantern release, which I think will be so pretty. So this is happening from 1 to 8 p.m. So you can stop by anytime throughout that. But I think if you go around that sunset time, you'll see those lanterns being released. So for more information on that, you can go to the Vail Valley Charitable Fund's website, vvcf.org, for more details. But put that on your calendar for this Sunday, or Saturday, August 21st. All right, Ashley, she is still down at the Eagle Library. And, you mentioned that renovation. It looks beautiful in there. Such a peaceful place, too.
It's stunning. I'm so ashamed to say that yesterday was my first time actually coming into this library branch after they've done the renovation, but blown away. It's so beautiful. There's a fireplace. There's an outdoor patio. There's some really cool little study rooms. And then also, of course, there's the local history section, which I'm obsessed with, which, if you're looking for heirlooms, right? Like, this is going to be the place where you find those pieces of knowledge that just have lasted for centuries. And of course, the people behind discovering them are here with me this morning, which is why I'm so excited. But if you're looking for like heirlooms that you can actually wear, you want to head on over to Carrots. They're located right in Vail, and they're just next to the tour. And Dan Twain, he's been creating these pieces since 1970. And I own a few of them and have given them as gifts to my family. And he does such an incredible job. And really beautiful day if you're going to be coming to the library, or if you're going to be doing a little shopping, going to find some jewelry. We're going to be seeing those temperatures in the 80s, the upper 80s here in Eagle. And then also, of course, a little bit cooler as you head toward Vail and toward Beaver Creek. And then we'll be seeing that sunshine, first thing, but a few clouds and some moisture on the way. So that's going to, like you said, I love, that's like nature's air conditioning. And especially down here, love when those rain showers move through. And then as we look ahead to our extended forecast, things are going to be cooling down a little bit toward the end of the week. So I don't know, I'm sure it's controversial, but I'm a huge fan of fall. I cannot wait. Like, bring on those 60s and 70s. Like, bring it. Bring all the plaid, the pumpkin spice. I'm so ready. Cozy up with a good book and a nice cup of tea. So big thank you to Carrots for this local weather forecast. And, Tricia, there's some breaking news that I wanted to share with you.
Okay. Oh, wow.
So yesterday, I came here. I was introduced to Matthew. I was like, I need some history. And he was like, okay, well, let me just recommend a couple books. So he picked out these two for me, which I already started reading last night. So you'll notice the author's name, Kathy Hiker, right here. Oh, and then he was telling me, he's like, Ashley, she's working on something else. What? Oh, look at this, though. But we have Kathy with us this morning. Kathy, come on in here. Okay. So, as Tricia knows, like I have the Vail and Beaver Creek editions of these, and now I'm reading about Eagle and the Eagle County characters. You have another book coming out.
I am just putting the finishing touches on a book about the history of the town of Gypsum. And it has been so fun to put together, in part because I could use some information I pulled from the board journals. But the other thing is that Gypsum is a quirky town, always has been. You think quiet little farming community, nothing happened. A lot of stuff happened in Gypsum. Every pioneer they have has a fascinating story. They had the county poor farm where indigent people went to go to live. They had the county high school where every ranch kid in the county who didn't live in a town went to school. And it is fascinating to tell that story. It's been a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to the book coming out, hopefully end of September.
End of September.
Oh, good.
So where would we be able to find it? What's the best place?
Oh, it will be at local bookstores, Bookworm and Edwards, through the Eagle County Historical Society website, likely the Eagle Pharmacy, and any other outlet that might be interested in carrying our book.
Amazing. And of course, the library. Okay, breaking news, Tricia.
Okay.
Breaking news. Come on.
Oh,
I'm so
good.
excited for this.
I know. I've heard a little bit about gypsum history and the Lundgrens and the theater and the different churches and stuff like that. But Kathy, thanks so much. It's such a treasure that you put these stories together for us. And they're not stories. They're real. They're nonfiction readings. So that we'll look forward to that book. Let us know, and we'll make sure we get it back on the show. Okay, thanks, you guys. All right. Now, we mentioned that today was National Roller Coaster Day. It was also National Tell a Joke Day. It was also National Rum Day. And our very own Rachel Ledon had a chance to check out a famous rum drink, mojitos. Let's take a look at Mojito Monday.
What up, Vail Daily Live? This is Rachel. Usually behind the scenes is your producer, but today I'm bringing you a special segment I like to call Mojito Monday. I'm here at the Westin Riverfront Resort, where they have a poolside bar that you can sip cocktails while you're taking a little dip in the pool. I'm excited to see what they have in store. Alright, Vail Daily Live, I've made my way down to the poolside bar where I've got Cal and Doug in the back. They're getting all prepared to make me their most popular drink down here, which is a sparkling grapefruit mojito. I'm very excited for this. I've never thought to incorporate grapefruit into a mojito, but it sounds pretty good. So we're gonna check it out. We've got some people enjoying the poolside back here. Very excited to see how this mojito turns out.
How's it going, everyone? I'm going to tell you how to make a sparkling grapefruit mojito. So we got our Kettle One grapefruit vodka, a vodka mojito, not a rum mojito. And we got some grapefruit juice, some simple syrup, and some lime juice. Give that a little shake. Put that over ice. Top it with Prosecco. Pour a little mint, a little lime. And she's good. And let me know what you think.
Alright guys, as you just saw, Cal whipped us up one of these famous sparkling grapefruit mojitos. I'm gonna give it a try. I'm super excited. He went so fast, I'm gonna have to rewatch this video to see how it was made. But we do know it was made with vodka, not rum, so it's a little twist on the traditional mojito. Let's give it a try. And that is a good mojito. It's definitely a little different than your standard mint one, but you can taste the grapefruit, you can taste the mint. It's a little on the sour side, which I personally like. I'm excited. You guys have to get down here. You have to try this. These mojitos are amazing. I'll be here. See you guys later.
We're for the fashion forward and budget minded. We've got the brands that set you apart, the style to make you stand out, the looks that let you shine. We are for the dreamers, the doers, and the savers. Outlets at Silverthorne. Elevate your savings. Save up to 70% on the best designer brands. Visit outletsatsilverthorne.com for current sales and events.
Plastic surgery isn't just about looking good, it's about feeling good. At Mangat Plastic Surgery Institute and Skincare, from the moment you walk in the door, we want you to feel confident and empowered, while our team of specialists help you find the best version of yourself. With two of the nation's leading plastic surgeons right here in the mountains, we have one goal: personalized care with exceptional results. Mangat Plastic Surgery Institute and Skincare. Your beauty should be effortless.
Berkshire Hathaway Home Services for real estate. Where do we begin? For checklists and for wish lists. For tour after tour after tour. For is this the one? Or let's just see one more. For closing, finally closing. Your forever agent will be there for all of it. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, for you, for life.
All right, we're about ready to wrap up the show. Before we do, we're going to take it down to Ashley one more time. She's got some details on our weather for us, and it's a beautiful morning right now. I know you said it's pretty clear down there. Are you seeing any of that smoke or any of that haze in the sky yet, Ashley?
It's just a little bit. It's definitely not as significant as it was last week. So really nice to see. I went for a hike yesterday, and it was just so much more enjoyable, I would say. Just it really is nice to see just a little bit more sunshine, a little bit less haze. And, we'll be seeing, again, more sunshine throughout the morning. We do have a chance for some moisture later on this afternoon. So bring that rain jacket with you, bring that umbrella with you, and then maybe make some plans to, head up the local library to learn some new things while you're waiting out that rainstorm. And then look forward to some cooler temperatures heading our way for the end of the week. Really, really excited to see that. It is going to warm back up after we see those temperatures dropping a little bit, but we're going to have a couple days that are going to feel a little bit like fall toward the end of the week, and I could not be more excited. So thank you so much to Avon Possibilities, where you can discover your next masterpiece. This happens Wednesdays from 11 to 4, and you can go to avonpossibilities.com so you can find out more about the different artists. They have a featured artist every week. They have 10 to 25 different booths that you can choose from. They have live music. So incredibly cool. But oh my gosh, Tricia, what a special, magical time for me to be here. Let me just spin this around. Get ready. Oh, we got Claire. Oh, yeah, you're getting in there, girl. We got Claire. We got the whole crew. And what an amazing education. So make sure to log on to evld.org if you want to find out more about those journals that they've worked so hard to digitize and where they got the award for. And then, of course, pick up Kathy's books. And then, of course, come down to see Matthew if you need to get your library card updated like I did. So incredible. Thank you so much for this assignment, Tricia Swenson. I'll take it anytime.
Well,
So
we knew you were the right girl for the job, so we thought let's send Ashley down there for this award and some details on the history of Eagle County. So amazing. Hey, we'll be right back. We've got more Vail Daily Live coming your way. We're going to let you know about music tonight, tomorrow night, and the rest of the week.
At Beaver Creek, the extraordinary awaits everywhere you look, in every shared adventure, every breathtaking view, and every discovery. It's where attention to every last detail transforms moments into lasting memories, so your mountain getaway dreams can all come true. Come experience the extraordinary at Beaver Creek.
All right, want to let you know about a surprise concert that's tonight. Normally Band by the River is on Thursdays at the Riverwalk Amphitheater, which is nestled right between the Eagle River and the bike path and all the retail and residentials up at Riverwalk. So this will be from 6 to 8. And we just talked to Pete Muller. He is with Pete Muller and the Kindred Souls. We spoke to him this morning. They're coming from the Telluride Jazz Festival. They're going to make it way through Glenwood Canyon and arrive later on tonight and play a great show. He said if you love four-part harmony, you're going to love what their sound is all about. So free, 6 to 8 once again. Maybe grab something to go from one of the restaurants. Sit along some of the rocks at the amphitheater. There is food and drink available there. You can get there at 5 to set out your spot. And Unbound Access is their nonprofit. They'll be featuring, so you can learn a little bit more about them as well. And then tomorrow, big night for the Hot Summer Nights concerts. They took a little hiatus end of July or early August for the dance festival, but they are back, and the Wailers will be playing tomorrow. So since Bob Marley's death in 1981, the Wailers have made a commitment to keep the group together, playing to audiences around the globe. bringing reggae to the world stage. So you'll have Aston Family Man Barrett, along with original guitarist Don Knies, and the Wailers continue to play. So this will be taking the stage for free, hot summer nights at the Gerald R. Ford Amphitheater tomorrow. Doors open at 5:30, 6:30 is showtime. This is going to be a good one, so you won't want to miss this. And then on Wednesdays, we have live music up at Beaver Creek. Rob Eaton and Friends will be playing, and that's 4 to 6 p.m. right at the ice rink stage along the plaza level, near where the yoga is going to be today from 9 to 10 a.m. So live music pretty much all throughout the week, almost any night of the week. You're going to find live music throughout the valley. And then on Thursday, we'll have jazz at Vail Square. And then we roll into the weekend with a lot of musical opportunities for you, as well as an arts fair coming to the valley. So keep it tuned here to Vail Daily Live so you know what's going on each and every day, what the weather is going to be like, and how you can plan your fun all throughout the Vail Valley. All right, should we say goodbye to Ashley?
We could say bye to Ashley.
Okay. All right. Okay. Bye, Ashley.
I'm just chatting with my favorite people ever. All right, we'll see you later, Tricia. But man, get yourself down here to the Eagle Library. There's so much going on. There's so much history. There's just so many cool things to explore.
Well,
and
Ashley,
Matthew, great resource.
Now, have you been down to by the visitors center? They've got the little museum. Have you ever been to that before?
So I have not been down there. I have to be honest, but Kathy was just telling me that I need to make my way down there, and that there's so many fun things to discover. And she was saying that one of the things that we were just looking at, there's the original ballot box here, and you discovered the papers right on the. Did somebody just left them?
So somebody left some 1920 town election ballots on the steps of the museum.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Crazy things happen down there. So I'm excited to get down there and explore. Maybe we'll have to do another show from down there.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. All right. Yeah. You know what? And if you are cleaning out your attics or your grandmother's attic, take a look and see if there's any artifacts that we could use here. I'm sure that the Historical Society would appreciate it.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I mean, just let me hold on. All right, let me just show you what Kathy showed me. Look at this, Tricia. I'm gonna leave you with this. I promise. I'm gonna stop talking. But look at this. This is the original ballot box here, and then these papers right next to it, which are actually some ballots from the 1920s, were the ones that were left on the steps of the museum. But Kathy has all kinds of fascinating facts about how there were 3 keys required to open it, and then of course you had to see that your ballot dropped in there. No secret drawers around here, but really, really cool pieces of history right here in the library. So stop on
neat. That's so cool. I wonder what kind of wood that was. Like I wonder who made that. That's just so neat. And 3
Kathy
keys.
says it was oak. It's oak.
It's oak. Oh,
it's oak.
That's so cool. Okay, well, thanks, you guys. Thanks for giving us this little trip down historical lane. And once again, library, especially with kids going back to school, parents, you can always continue your education and learn so much from the library. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.